Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video because I don't know if you remember, but a few years ago my brother Chris and I did a 31 days of horror thing where for the entire month of February, where for the entire month of October we watched a horror movie every day. So we ended up watching 31 horror movies for the month of October. So we want to do this again, even though he's all the way in Florida and I'm here in Wyoming. We kind of still want to do this together, and so I thought I would share with you guys our list of 31 days of horror. It would be so cool if you guys came along with us and did this, and because I mean that's what this is all about, community and sharing, and I think it'd be so cool if you guys did this with us, or at least some of the movies. I know some of my viewers aren't 18, so you might not actually be able to watch some of these movies, so you know. So we are going to kick things off the right way, and we are going to start with October 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th with the Scream movies. So on October 1st, we'll start with Scream 1, October 2nd, Scream 2, October 3rd, Scream 3, and finally October 4th will be Scream 4. I love the Scream movies. I think 1 through 3 were fantastic, and when I heard that there was a 4th movie, I was like, I should be worried, but it's the Scream movies. I mean, how can you mess this up? And they didn't. They did not. I mean, it came at a time where they were rebooting everything, all the old horror movies, and just making them so stupid. And here Scream came along and went, nope, this is how you do it. And they made an excellent movie and a great end to the series. So day 5, we're gonna do Night of the Living Dead, the original, like the old black and white one. Day 6, we're going to do The Possession. I should have looked up what this movie actually is. The Possession is the movie with Sarah Michelle Gellar, I believe. But you can look it up, you'll be able to find it. Day 7 will be The Hills Have Eyes, the new one, which is excellent. Day 8 will be Bram Stoker's Dracula. Day 9 will be The Shining. Now, we're going to get into specifics here because I know Chris feels the same way I do, at least I'm pretty sure. We are going to be watching I think it was 1999, 98, somewhere around there, version that was on TV. It's a TV miniseries starring Steven Weber, Rebecca De Mornay. I think that's her last name. Not the Stanley Cooper Shining. Ugh. If you are a Stephen King fan, I would think you would find the Stanley Kubrick. I might be saying that wrong. I don't really care because I can't stand his version of the film. But you would find the old version of The Shining with Jack Nicholson utterly offensive because it is so far off from the book, and it's so stupid. So we are watching the good version of The Shining, the only version as far as we're concerned, the TV miniseries starring Steven Weber. Day 10 will be Wreck, which is an amazing movie. We're watching Wreck, but which is a Spanish version, the original version that the movie Quarantine was based off of. Quarantine, excellent movie. I'm not gonna say anything against Quarantine, but Wreck, so much better. And the sequel, whoo, it brings everything full circle, and it's beautiful. But Wreck will be day 10. So day 11 is going to be From Dusk Till Dawn. Amazing classic vampire movie. One of the only George Clooney movies I will gladly, willingly watch. Day 12 and day 13 are movies that go together. Day 12 is VHS, and day 13 is VHS 2. Day 14 will be Dawn of the Dead, one of my favorite zombie movies of all time. Day 15 will be Cabin in the Woods, because when Joss Whedon does anything, it's amazing, including horror movies. And day 16 will be Army of Darkness. Alright, so day 17 is 30 Days a Night. Another good vampire, kind of. I mean, you have to classify them as vampires, I guess. Day 18 will be Amityville Horror, which we will be watching the newer version with Ryan Reynolds. Day 19 will be The Awakening, which is a movie that's on Netflix. I have never seen it, but Chris highly recommended it, so we're gonna watch it. Day 20 will be 1408, which I love John Cusack and I love Stephen King, and they should do more things together, including Cell, which they're going to be doing together, and I'm so excited. Day 21 is The Grudge. Excellent horror movie. That sound scarred me for a long time. The sound that movie is like famous for. Could not handle that sound for a long time. The 22nd of October will be Dracula 2000. Day 23 is one of my personal favorites, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street is my favorite horror series of all time. I love Freddy Krueger. Freddy vs. Jason was a joke, so I pretend it never happened. But I love Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh God. I mean, a couple of the movies are kind of like, take them or leave them. But for the most part, the Nightmare on Elm Street series is solid, and I just love it. So October 24th will be Stir of Echoes, which amazing movie. Kevin Bacon is phenomenal in it, and now that she's like pretty famous, Jennifer Morrison from Once Upon a Time and a few other things was the main chick in Stir of Echoes, and she's so young and brunette, and it's really weird, but it is such a good movie. So it is very scary. Very scary. So 25 will be Event Horizon, which I still have never seen, but Chris says it's a really good movie. It has Sam Neill in it, so I'm kind of wondering how it could be bad, because Sam Neill was always great. 26 will be 28 Days Later, one of the best zombie movies of all time. 27th will be 13 Ghosts, which, it's an okay movie. It's definitely not the best, but Matthew Lillard, I mean, you have to love it for him alone. I mean, so the 28th is Let the Right One In, which, okay, so Let the Right One In is the original movie that was in Swedish. It's a Swedish movie. Horrifying movie. I mean, it's a vampire movie and it's so good. Oh, there's parts in there that are really scary. So day 29, we're coming up on the end here, is Silent House, which is one I have not, again, seen yet, but Chris said it's good, so I'm gonna give it a try. I think that's the one where it's shot like all in, not obviously one take, but it takes place in real time, I think. I'm pretty sure. So day 30, the night before Halloween, what do you watch? You watch The Crow. Not because it's a horror movie. It's not, really. I mean, it's more of like a thriller. It's an action movie. But, I mean, it's The Crow. It's a cult classic, and it starts on Halloween, on the night before Halloween. So you'll watch it the night before Halloween. And last but not least, on the 31st of October, Halloween night, we are going to watch Halloween. Alright guys, I really hope you join Chris and I on this 31 days of horror, and I mean, hopefully you guys can watch all these. I mean, some of them, I realize some of you aren't old enough to watch them, and hey, I respect that. Don't be watching movies you shouldn't be watching. Now, I will leave a list in the comment, or in the section below. I'll leave the entire list. Some of them have asterisks beside them, and that means that those movies aren't on Netflix. So if you don't own them or can't find them, they're on Netflix for you to watch. Now there is a good number of them that are not on Netflix, so you'd either have to rent them or already own them. But if you choose to do this 31 days of horror with us, and you can't rent them and don't own them, don't want to buy them, just pick a horror movie of your own to substitute it for that day if you want. And you should comment down below what movie you substitute for what movie. Alright, thanks guys for watching, and I will see you later.